qualifying registered psychotherapist. I graduated my master's degree last summer, and I am currently 44 years old. Before I started the Isabody challenge, I had engaged in other sorts of diets and meal plans, and when I started school, I was working full-time, I was in school full-time, and I had no time for all the cutting and chopping and preparing and cleaning and all the stuff that came with eating Whole Foods 4 or 5 times a day. I essentially became the drive-through king. I would leave the house without breakfast, and so I'd drive through, and because I left the house without breakfast, I left the house without lunch too, and I just made really, really poor choices. When I was introduced to isogenics, the 30-second prep for shakes just changed everything. It was simple, it was easy, and it was sustainable. It was something that I could do, and I have been doing now for 3.5 years. I heard about Isabody right when I started my journey with isogenics. My friends who connected me with isogenics made it sound like such a really important part of it. They talked about free t-shirts and free food, and it sounded like it was a no-brainer. What I found though was that it inspired me to keep going, and I was inspired by the community of people that I was connected with. Just so many other things came out of it than just that t-shirt and the money. The first time I hit a major goal was when I had lost the same amount of weight as my youngest child at the time. It was somewhere around 20 pounds. And I picked him up and kind of showed the world through social media that this is how much weight I've lost. And because I have 4 kids, I got to do that 4 more times. So all of those numbers on the scale, as arbitrary as they are, they meant something to me, and they meant something to my family as well. That connection to something that really mattered kind of pushed me through all of those points where otherwise I might have given up. The best moment that I've had since I've started my Isabody journey is definitely the connection that I've experienced with my kids. They grew up with a dad who was exhausted and tired all the time, and even the simple things like teaching your kids to ride a bike was exhausting. It was always too hot, or the bikes were too low, or the kids were too whiny. Actually, it turns out that I was the whiny one. But as I began to get healthy, teaching the kids to ride a bike became a joy again. And we put pull-up bars on their treehouse, and soon I had to put one not only just for me, but one for them as well. As I got down on the floor in our living room for workouts, my kids would do push-ups beside me. They would do planks beside me, and we'd have so much fun just throwing them around in the air. And yeah, they became my workout equipment more times than I can count. For me, Isabody has been kind of the vehicle to get to where we are today as a family, and it's been a beautiful journey.